Guess what? Pork belly is not just for bacon anymore. And after today, you'll know how to make a delicious, juicy, and crispy pork belly that is out of this world, because that's what we're cooking, and you are gonna love it. Let's cook. Pork belly is just what it sounds like, the belly of the pork. And that is the part of the animal minus the skin that is smoked and used for bacon. Pork belly is fatty and therefore delicious. In Latin America, you see the whole pork belly cut with the skin on and deep fried for chicharron. In the West, until fairly recently, pork belly was never used as a main dish, but rather as a flavor enhancer for other dishes. On the other hand, Asian countries have used pork belly in many different preparations. Traditionally though, Asian recipes call for marinating the pork belly overnight and doing different things so the skin will remain crispy. Today, we're using a recipe by Master Chef John Shang that requires no marinating and can be done from start to finish in less than 2 hours, which is normally not the case with pork belly preparations. I can't wait. Let's cook. First, let's get organized. The French call this mise en place, and all mise en place is having all the tools and ingredients that you need right in front of you. Cooking is always about ingredients, time, and temperature. That is why it's so important to choose the right ingredients every time. Today's recipe is so simple that we're not gonna need a conga line. However, we are gonna prep everything that we need, season the pork belly, and cut it the way it needs to be. Mise en place is less stress. Let's prep. And now it's time for shoutouts. These are the people that are cooking our food, taking pictures and letting us know about it. You should try it at least once. Roy Maltese, newcomer, at it again. He did the omelette and the beef bourguignon, and they looked amazing. Elizabeth Elder made the chopino. Man, you're a chef. My daughter Isabella, who loves to cook, made the salmon, and it looked fantastic. Patricia Saher made the lentils. She said she loved them and she made them and they looked great. Noah Reyes made a double whammy, the lamb and the pork loin, and they both looked beautiful. My brother made the chopino also, and that picture looked amazing. I wanted to eat it so bad. And Donna Green Salter also made the chopino, and she sent us the picture of her 96-year-old mother agreeing. That was awesome. I loved it. Thank you, Donna. We are so excited when you send us the pictures and let us know that you're loving what we're doing. It inspires us to do more. Thank you, and keep them coming. Okay, so I preheated my oven, as you saw, 200 degrees. It's a little bit noisy with the fan and all that, but it's all good. And you also saw during the prep that I cut the pork belly and I seasoned it throughout. Now, you're gonna see all of that well seasoned in here. Now, you need to make sure that you clean the skin because the seasoning has sugar and the skin may burn, right? So we need to do a Jedi trick here. We want succulent, moist meat, very, very super crispy skin, okay? So we're gonna cook the pork belly in two parts. One at low heat, 200 degrees for 1 hour, and then at 400 degrees for about a half hour. Now, we need to make sure that we cover all the meat. So what we're gonna do is create a little box of aluminum foil, okay? And we're gonna rest the meat seasoned side down. I think I'm gonna cut this part here. We're gonna have some little corners, just like that. So you made a little box from my Cuban friends in Miami. I just made a little improvised caja china. The reason why we do this is to make sure that the skin dries out without drying out the meat. So what we're gonna do now is, this is white vinegar. We're gonna paint the skin. This is a recipe that I learned online from Chinese master chef Yong Shan. And he was trying to come up with a recipe that you could do without marinating this thing overnight and drying out the skin. And what the vinegar does is actually help in drying out the skin, and the acid from the vinegar will actually be cooked away in the oven. What we want is, this is going to help in getting rid of all the moisture from the skin. Another thing that if you have a chance to do, you can. I did it because I bought it yesterday, the pork belly. So what you can do is just leave it uncovered in the fridge, just on a plate, just like that, and that'll also help in drying out the skin. So now what we're going to do is just sprinkle the skin with salt throughout. We're gonna be kind of liberal with the salt, okay? We're gonna place it in a baking sheet, just like that. In it goes for 1 hour. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, while this cooks, is a very simple Joanna style white rice, right? Because this is a very rich dish. And also we are gonna make a shredded cabbage salad with an acidic vinaigrette to cut through the fat in this beautiful fork. Okay, it's been an hour. We're gonna take out the pork belly and we're gonna increase the temperature to 400. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna use regular vegetable oil, and we are gonna paint the skin again, and this is gonna help to crisp it up and give it some color as well. And we leave it in the little package the way it is. We're gonna wait for that temperature to hit 400. We're gonna put it in there for about 30 to 35 minutes, and it should be ready. And when it's ready, it's gonna be about taste test. I cannot wait. Okay, so it's out of the oven. It took like 40 minutes, right? Every oven is different, but here, you hear that? So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting. I'm gonna use the grooves that I have here from the cuts that I made before, right? You need to use this like a hatchet. Look at that, this is like chicharrón, look at this. Got some more, okay, so I'm gonna cut this for us. And we are gonna go ahead and season the cabbage. And this vinaigrette has equal parts oil and equal parts apple cider vinegar. And we just want it acidic, right? So it just complements the fatty pork belly. I'm gonna put a little bit of this cilantro, chopped cilantro in here, all right? And we're gonna put some white rice on the plate and just ready for a taste test. Finally, my favorite moment, taste test. Man, just look at this beauty. It's just amazing. I cannot wait. I'm going in. Can you hear that? Oh man. It's like chicharrón with Asian inspired flavors. Get some of this rice. This is perfect. I love it. It is it's so crispy. You don't feel the fattiness almost. It's like, I don't know what to tell you. Let me try it again. See if I can come up with, Can you hear it? Oh my God. I could eat like 10 of these. The salad is perfect. Perfect complement to this. And the white rice all together. Oh my God, this is so good. And we are drinking Prosecco, Italian kind of champagne. This is called Valdobbiadene Prosecco Superiore Casa Faribe. It's one that we enjoy a lot. And with fried foods or fatty foods, champagne is always good. This is not champagne, but it's, you know, it's Italian cousin. Perfect. You know what? I'm gonna call Joanna because this is too good. She needs to try this. In fact, I have a plate for her too. Come, Joy.
Hello. Ooh, I could hear the crunch.
Can you hear the crunch?
Camera.
I can hear the crunch.
Looks amazing.
I'm gonna try it again with crunch. You try it first. I can hear the crunch. This is not first date food. This is delicious food. Ooh, yummy dance. Yummy dance. How good is it? What do you think?
Amazing. Fantastic. It's so good.
The crispiness is out of this world.
It's alright. It's a big bite. I'm so too.
But the contrasting textures, crispy and soft.
Excellent. So delicious. It's a big bite though. And the salad and the rice. Acid. The rice is like a nice little blanket
And one more salad.
of goodness. I'm enjoying this. Everything's so good.
Guys, this is fantastic. This is really good. And you should try it. This is something so different than what we're used to cooking at home, right? It's different flavors.
That's a big bite.
It's a big bite. It's hard to cut it in smaller pieces because of the skin. You know, when you want every bite to have some skin in there, it's good.
It's really fantastic. And it doesn't feel, I don't like fat too much. Like the texture of fat, but this one, you don't feel it. Because it's, the meat is perfect. It's not dry, the meat is not dry, it's moist. Oh, it's really good. High flying
It's
success.
salty and sweet. And it's got this exotic flavors.
It's an Asian flair. You try this?
That goes well with it.
It works really, really well.
It works really well.
You guys have to do this. This is amazing. Fantastic.
Like I said, about 2 hours from start to finish, right? And make sure you find the center cut portion of the pork belly because you're looking for even layers of fat and meat, okay? Sometimes you're gonna get a very thin portion and a huge thick portion on the sides or the
ends.
The ends of the pork belly. So you want the center piece, okay?
Yeah, it's perfect.
So that's one tip. All right, so, okay guys, 4 things. Subscribe, hit like, share with your friends, and
Cook it.
cook it. Cook it, you need to cook it.
You do.
Guys, this is so, again, very rich, very different, but this could be a whole meal. It could be an appetizer. It could be like a little party thing going on. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this, so you have to cook it.
It's perfect finger food, actually.
Perfect. Now, it's gonna be crunchy, right? It may not be first date, but it's gonna be delicious. Now, from Asia, we are going to Italy, and we are cooking its famous ossobuco. Oh, that is gonna be amazing. Amazingly delicious. Come back and see us.
Cheers.